गुड आफ्टरनून शुभ मध्याह्नः तु यथा भवत्या उक्तम् अस्माभिः एतत् असमाप्तक्रियाविषये किञ्चित् वादविवादाः कृताः वादविवादानि कृतानि तत्र किम् उक्तम् इति पुनः परिशील्य तस्य अर्थं स्वीकुर्मः अत्र एवं लिखितमस्ति प्रधानक्रिया इति किमपि भवति तत् तिङन्तं स्यात् अथवा अध्याहृत अस्ति भवति भवन्ति एतादृशानि स्यात् तत्र तत् सूचितं तदनन्तरं त्वान्तं ल्यबन्तं तुमुनन्तं च एते अपि क्रियान् सूचयन्ति इति लिखितमस्ति तत्तु समञ्जसः एव यद्यपि ते नामपदानि तानि पदानि नामपदानि अपि च तत्र क्रियावाचकत्वं न निर्गतम् एव तु तदनन्तरम् एवं लिखितमस्ति त्वान्त एवं ल्यबन्त पदानि असमाप्तक्रियां सूचयन्ति इति लिखितमस्ति तु तदा मया एवं चिन्तितम् असमाप्तं किं यदि किमपि समाप्तं भवति तदनन्तरं प्रधानक्रिया भवति रामः भोजनं कृत्वा गृहं गतवान् इति भोजनं कृत्वा इत्यत्र भोजनक्रिया तु समाप्तमेव तदनन्तरमेव प्रधानक्रिया गृहस्य प्रतिचलनम् एतद् सम्भवति इति मया चिन्तितं किमर्थम् असमाप्तक्रिया इति सूचना दत्ता अस्ति संस्कृतभारत्या एवं पुस्तके इति मम गणना आसीत् प्रायः मया एवं सूचना तदा त्वान्तलेबन्तानां समाप्तानां क्रियाणां सूचनं दत्वा तदनन्तरम् अग्रे तिङन्ते यदस्ति तस्य सूचना मिलति इति तिङन्तात् पूर्वम् असमाप्ता इति न स्वीकर्तुं शक्नुमः तु तिङन्तात् पूर्वं समाप्ता क्रियाः एव त्वान्ते अथवा ल्यबन्ते भवितुं शक्नुवन्ति इति मम सूचना आसीत् सो आई जस्ट समराइज दैट इन इंग्लिश here they indicate as if tvanta and lebanta are asamapta kriya so but the fact is that when we say ramah bhojanam krutva griham gatavan the gatavan is the of course it's a krudanta version of the verb gacchati let us take ramah bhojanam krutva griham gacchati then gacchati is the kriya tinganta and then the bhojanam is not an asamapta kriya definitely at the time of gacchati. It is a samapta kriya. That's why it's in tvanta lebanta. Krutva, athva samkritya, something like that. Okay. We had a little argument about whether asamapta kriya is a correct one to use there, whether there's a little overboard sense in indicating asamapta kriya there, because gantum is an asamapta kriya. In Ramah bhojanam kartum griham gacchati. Bhojanam kartum griham gacchati. Asamapta kriya bhojanam grihagamanam pratamam. Asamapta kriyayaha samaptihi tadanantaram bhojanam iti. Ramah bhojanam kritva griham gacchati ityatra samapta kriya bhojanam pradhana kriya गमनम् इति मया सूचनं दत्तमासीत् किञ्चित् एव परिवर्तनं तदा या कापि एवं सूचितवती प्रायः तत्र एतदपि न समाप्तं गमनमपि न समाप्तं द्वयोः अपि सूचना तत्र दीयते भोजनं कृत्वा गृहं गच्छति इत्यत्र द्वयोः असमाप्ति स्वीकारः स्यात् प्रायः तथा प्रायः स्यात् इति मया उक्तं परन्तु तत्र लट्लकारे अस्ति किल गच्छति इति लट्लकारे यदि अस्ति तदानीमेव गमनक्रिया सञ्चलति इति अर्थे किञ्चित् भवति तर्हि भोजनं तु प्रागेव समाप्तं भवेत् एवं मया चिन्तितम् I hope you got it भगिनी
Yes, Mahodaya. But what I was thinking was Quanta and Lebanta, they are like not a standalone verbs as such.
They are not standalone. They are only what you call clausal verbs. Yeah.
They have to be followed by something else, and that can be lut or lung or tawatu also.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that there can be another clause, another clause, another clause. There can be infinite number of clauses before.
Right. Okay, Mahodaya. Dhanyawad.
Sorry, there was a lot of noise here. Complete. So there can be a lot of clauses before we hit the active Kriya Pada. So yeah, true. But finally, the whole thing has to make a congruent sense. Like I told, Sita Gatva Ramaha Agachati and all is incongruent constructions. We have to be careful about those. That's all. अस्तु सर्वे आगताः ये सर्वे आगताः तेषां स्वागतं तु इदानीं पर्यन्तं वयं किञ्चित् तत् असमाप्तक्रियाविषये किञ्चित् पुनरावलोकनं कृतवन्तः भगिन्याः किञ्चित् तत्र संशयः आसीत् तदर्थम् इदानीं संशयं गतम् इति न वक्तुं शक्नुमः परन्तु तत्र अभिप्रायः किम् असमाप्तक्रिया इति एतैः उक्तं तस्य सम्पूर्णस्वीकारः अस्माभिः नास्ति इति अस्माभिः वादविवादः प्रचलितः अस्तु इदानीं एतत् पठित्वा एकवारम् अग्रे अन्वयक्रियायां यथा कोष्टके स्थापित अन्वयक्रिया याः प्रसक्तिः कथमस्ति इति जानीमः अथ व्यवस्थितान् दृष्ट्वा धार्तराष्ट्रान् कपिध्वजः प्रवृत्ते शस्त्रसम्पाते धनुरुद्यम्य पाण्डवः ऋषिकेशं तदा वाक्यमिदमाह महीपते सेनयोरुभयोर्मध्ये रथं स्थापयमेच्युत इति A word in Shashti Vibhakti will be given along with the noun it is related. So we know this. The Prathama Vibhakti to Saptami Vibhakti, barring Shashti Vibhakti, the other 6 Vibhaktis, they are also in 6 in number other than Shashti. Anyway, the other 6 Vibhaktis, they are called Karaka Vibhaktis. If you can use such a construction. I'm now very wary of doing technical stringing because we have students who will definitely know the correct answers that can help me, correct me. So they are known as Karaka Vibhaktis. That means they have the other Vibhaktis have a sense of the noun being connected directly with the verb. Okay. Of course, they are not, doesn't mean they are not related to other words because a karma pada through the verb is related to the karta. Otherwise, the karmatva of a karma pada is there only because of the karta's kriya. So you cannot discount that they don't have they have relationship with the other words, other nouns, but their direct relationship first, their coherent relationship in the sentence is with the verb. So you can always say Ramaha gacchati, that is a complete sentence. Okay, gacchati is a complete sentence in any sense. Ramaha is not a complete sentence in any sense. Okay, gacchati is a complete sentence because it has the right to exist because kind of it is a kriya and swatantataya tad what it conveys we can question, but nothing wrong because you can do adhyaharana of who is the subject from context many times. Fine. Next, Ramaha Gacchati, Karta comes into the picture and clearly he is the primary mover of the action. So there is no confusion about his relationship. But similarly, for example, Griham Gacchati is also a legal sentence. Griham is only related as a karma with the Kriya. Who goes is secondary almost to the fact that Griham is the karma of the Gamana Kriya. Okay. So that way it has a direct relationship to the verb. Because you cannot say Ramaha Griham. That is not a sentence. Ramaha Gacchati is a sentence. Griham Gacchati is a sentence. Gacchati itself being, compact sentence in a way. So like this, okay, you can go to Karana Karaka and directly bring the verb into the equation. Okay. Sitaya Gamyate, something like that. Okay. You can bring like that. Or Banena Samharati, Banena Marayati. Standard Tritiya Vibhakti usage, instrumental case. Okay. So it is also related to the verb. Similarly, for example, Chaturthi Vibhakti, Ramaya Danam. For the sake of Rama, the Dana. Okay. Sitaya Dhanam. For the sake of Sita, some money. Like this. I am saying some, don't take it all in Shastric sense. Okay. Just saying some things. Okay. So this dhanam is not a dhanam dhanam are both infinitive versions. So I should say Ramaya dadati. Like this you can say. Okay. And so there is no problem there. Similarly, vrikshat patati, no problem. From the tree something falls. So panchami also directly connects to the verb. Okay. You cannot say vrikshat patram and then stop. You have to say vrikshat patati, then patram patati separately related. So patram is again a karma to the patana kriya. Like this. Okay. So similarly, saptami, grihe tishtati, at the home somebody stands. Okay, saptami relationship. Okay, grihe asti, grihe bhavati, grihe bhavishyati, grihe gachati won't suit because who will go inside the move around inside the home and somebody will talk about that. Some other activity, little bit more static type of activity, one place, not static, one place type of activity, you can put a adhikarana. Bengaluru nagare vasati, like this. Okay. So Saptami also relates, but Shashti is weird guy. That's what they are talking about here. So sorry for breaking out into a big discourse on Vakya Prapancha. But anyway, a word in Shashti Vibhakti will be given along with the noun it is related to. So because it is a possessive Vibhakti, it is not a Karaka Vibhakti. Okay, it is a Sambandha. Some people use the term Sambandha Karaka, but Sambandha Karaka is not with the Kriya, it is with another possessed item. Okay, it's whatever Karakatva exists is not with the Kriya, it exists with what it possesses. Okay, so Ramasya Griham. Okay, Ramasya Griham, like this. Okay, so it has to be a Namapada possession, a Vastu, some type of Vastu. Okay, so that's how Shashti comes into picture. But there are, of course, remember, grammar is not all nicely all simplified for us. There are cases where Shashti Vibhakti words will also take the place of a karta and take the place of a karma. Okay, so you just don't get disturbed by what I said just now. It has some karakatva in certain circumstances. We will not go that deep to such kind of complex sentences. We will not enter the realm right now. Okay. So the table containing Vakya Vishleshanam of the two shlokas above is as follows. Actually, there is another word type inside a sentence which is also linked to a different word rather than to the verb directly. Okay, but if that is not in Shashti, that other word, it usually has a strong link both with what it connects to as a noun and with the kriya. For example, Sundaraha Ramaha. Sundaraha is a Visheshana. So what I am talking about is the Visheshana type of word. So Sundaraha Ramaha. Sundaraha has a very heavy association with Ramaha, unlike with its kriya, like Sundaraha Asti, like that. It's the weaker relationship than Sundaraha Ramaha Asti. So it goes to Rama and then on to Asti. Because it's a Visheshana, its link with the verb is a little weak. Though it is in the correct Vibhakti of Pratama, it is using a Karaka Vibhakti. It is actually has a more Sambandha. If we want to use the word Sambandha, it will be difficult because that is Shashti. It has a Sambandha with its Visheshya. Okay, so Visheshana Visheshya is another type of relationship descriptor within the Sanskrit sentence, or all Indian language and even European language sentences. Okay. So the table containing Vakya Vishleshanam of the two shlokas is above as follows. So Kriya is Aha. So I think they have taken this Aha for the first part. Sthapaya in the inside the quote. So that separates out as a another sentence. So for the primary portion, it is Aha. Okay. So what are the clausal? We know Drishtva, Udyamya, like this. Okay. All right. So Kaha Aha, who told? Kapidvajaha Pandavaha. We know that he was the one, Arjuna in brackets. Kam Aha, this is beautiful. I like this Koshtaka method also. It's kind of nice because it brings the sentence into one stack. Kam, actually, it's almost suggesting next how to do the Anvaya unraveling because the correct things are stacked above there. Kam Aha, but in a complex sentence, you will need more columns, of course. Kam aha, Hrishikesham aha, idam vakyam aha. Okay, see this Dvikarmaka type of sense is there in that this thing. One is whom he told, another is what he told. So in English there is a slightly deviant type of question. Whom did he tell? What did he tell? But here both come under come. So there is a shorter common descriptor, but Sanskrit does recognize that there is a Dvikarmakatva and there are a few dhatus which direct that. But for me, in my brain, I don't know whether this aha belongs to that Dvikarmakatva, how do they treat it? I don't want to go into those technicalities. I am just from heart. For me, these two karmas are different. One is the person to whom something is told, another is the word itself which is told. And they are hugely different type of karmas, right? So you can, for example, bring idam, vakyam, bruhat katam, something, all come under that secondary karma. And Hrishikesham, Sitam, Ramam, all come under first category karmas. Multiple of them can. Any number of, when we say Dvikarmaka, Ekakarmaka, Akarmaka clearly no karma. Ekakarmaka or Karmaka, we just say karmaka there. We don't say Dvikarmaka or Akarmaka. That means it's by default karmaka. It doesn't mean only one karma pada, guys. Okay, because there can be many people to which the activity can be simultaneously conveyed. For example, in the act of telling, aha, right? So, but they all belong to one type of karma. Okay, and here this is one type of karma, this is another type of karma. Okay, all right. So we talked a lot about this karma business. Come, then remember the question here is come, but the answers can be in Strilinga and Napumsaka linga. So later on when we unravel, we have to change the linga carefully. Okay, we have seen others earlier, calm and all that also been asked. So we should never construct as much as possible, though in the real world that will happen. Kaha agatavan, somebody will say, then you will say Sita agatavati. That's nothing wrong in pairing like that, but when you are doing Anvaya Rachana, you should also modify the question Ka agatavati, Sita agatavati, like that. Okay. Hrishikesham, idam vakyam, we know that. Kada kutra. So they put both in the common this thing. Why, you may question? Because Saptami is a common adhikarana for Kala and Desha. For Kala, the prashna is Kada. For Desha, the prashna is Kutra. Okay, sometimes Kasmin can also be used. Okay, in a particular place, Kasmin, like this can be used. Kasmin in whom, like that. Okay, so Kada Kutra is generic question for Saptami. So for this aha, they extracted the whole set. So Pandavaha, Kapidvajaha Pandavaha, Shastra Sampate Pravrutte Shapta Sampate Sati in bracket, Sati Saptami, conditioned upon that. So you see the time condition is in Saptami. Okay. Hrishikesham idam vakyam aha, like this. Okay. All right. So that is extracted. So what is that idam vakyam? Before that, of course, clausal ones are extracted. In fact, the story didn't complete with that, right? Drishtva was also strung up along with the taha. So Tvantam Drishtva Kapidvajaha. Okay. See, this is just a play. Oh, Kapidvajaha only why it has been brought under Drishtva. Even Pandava could have been brought because there is no rule saying that we cannot bring anyone. They just brought one of them because the Karta is same for Drishtva. Karta is same for Udyamya. Here they just threw in Kapidvaja. Here they use Pandava. Don't think there is a lot of intelligence behind this decision. So I would simply do put Pandavaha, Kapidvajaha there, put brackets Arjunaha in here, and everywhere else in bracket I would put Arjunaha, Arjunaha. Okay, that is more smart way of building this table. Otherwise, many students may get confused. Oh, why only Kapidvaja has to come? Is there some rule? I will go here. Oh, Kapidvaja has come in the same pada. Nothing like that. Okay. Nothing like, no rule like that. Kapidvaja has to be in the same pada or half of the thing. That's why Drishtva will take Kapidvaja, not Pandava, nothing like that. Okay. So don't worry. So put all this.
But Mahodaya, logically, if you're seeing from far, first you will see the
You got cut
flag
off.
and then the person is am I audible now, Mahodaya?
Yeah, you are saying the flag is seen first. That's why Kapidvajaha goes with Drishtva.
Probably, I mean, I am
No,
just
but no. Don't conclude so easily. You will get challenged by the grammarians and feel like crying. Okay, Kapidvajaha is what vibhakti?
uh, Prathama.
Prathama vibhakti. If you see something, what vibhakti will that something that is seen be in along with Drishtva?
The
You try
that
to say something. Aham blah blah Drishtva. How do you say?
aham vriksham drishtva.
Why did you say vriksham? Why not vriksha?
Dvitiyam.
Bhagini, so be very careful, huh?
Okay.
They will just pick you off and eat you for lunch. So Kapidvajam, if it was there, you would say, I will put that under
Hmm.
come and take it with Drishtva. I have no argument with you. Okay?
Okay.
Huh? Just
Yeah.
don't loosely move the vibhaktis around. Only Vyakaranas are allowed to do that, not all of us.
Mahoday, it's a Visesh, right? Kapidvajaha Pandava.
Correct, Mahodaya. So, just in case you got enough confused, you brought in the correct thing. Kapidvaja is already there along with Pandava because it is a Visheshana to Pandava. Pandava itself is a Visheshana to Arjuna, actually, right? It can only be a Visheshana. It cannot be his Sanya because there are so many Pandavas. Well, if you include the army, but at least there are 5 of them. So Pandava cannot be a Sanya for Arjuna other than a Visheshana. So Arjuna would be the
The
final
only
Sanya in brackets.
Bhaja that has Kapi in it is only Arjuna. Maybe it is like this.
I don't know if I have a problem at my end. I'm getting very cut sound from everyone. Anyway, I hope something is not wrong with my connection. All right. Correct, Mahodaya. At least the half that I heard, I could make some sense of it. Okay, so
Arjuna is the only Pandava whose Rapa has a Bhaja that has Kapi in it.
correct. He is the only Pandava who is a Kapidvaja. That is true. There is no doubt between the pair, it cannot be anybody else. That is true. I like what you said. So between the two Visheshanas, the Visheshya becomes redundant because Kapidvaja Pandava Ekaha Eva. Bahut samyak Mahodaya. This kind of drishti is what will make you enjoy Sanskritam. Okay, all right. So with the Drishtva, they picked up one of the aliases for Arjuna, but then they picked this thing. Okay, because Drishtva has to have some karma pada, just like I was arguing with Bhagini, no? So the karma pada for that is Vyavasthitan Rashtrastran in Bahuvachana. Okay, Vyavasthitaha Dartra Rashtraha Pratama Bahuvachane, Vyavasthitan Dartra Rashtran, though it is not a common way we say in our own mother tongues. But anyway, Dharta Rashtran Drishtva. So they are the clear Visheshana Visheshya pair karma for Drishtva. No problem. Then another clausal verb Udyamya. We saw that here. Udyamya. Okay. Danuhu is what only I could extract for that because lifting the Danu, he didn't lift anything else. Definitely didn't lift the spirits of anybody else. Okay. So that's all they also concluded. Pandavaha they threw in. They threw in Kapidvaja there. So they said, okay, let's give Pandava to Udyamya. Put Danu. So like I said, I would put a bracket Arjuna and keep these two over there only. Okay. Danuhu Udyamya. And here again the question. Danuhu. Danuhu is in Danuhu form in Dvitiya also. It's like one of our, it is a Dhanush or Dhanus or some Shabda like that. And with like a Nabas, it may have its own strange declensions. Okay. So Nabah, Nabasi, Nabamsi, like that. So but maybe it has similar sound in Prathama also. But here it is in Dvitiya. Okay. Danuhu is in Dvitiya. But it's very easy, guys. Don't struggle too much. Go with your sense. Okay. Try to say something with Udyamya or some other Lebantar, Twanta. Doesn't matter. Like Bhagini just tried and naturally from our mouth, without effort, Karma Pada emerged. Right? Vriksham Drishtva. Like that. Dhanum is not the form. Danuhu is the form. That is the only struggle for us. Okay. But it is Dvitiya Vibhakti. No confusion about Vibhakti. That's why it's under Kam. And then this is the second sentence. That's why there is number 1 there and number 2 here. So this set concludes the first sentence. This is the second sentence. So Tvam is in Adhyaharana. Hey, Hey Madhava, whatever he used. Hey Achyuta, correct. He used Hey Achyuta. So Hey he didn't say, Achyuta he said. So that is Tvam Ratham Stapaya Madhye. Senayoho Ubayoho Madhye. So obviously between Madhye means two, in the middle of what is the question. So you have to give Senayoho Ubayoho Madhye. Okay, and then Mama Ratham or Me Ratham. So that is related. So this Shashti goes with Ratham, and those two Shashtis as a pair go with Madhye, is what they have explained here. That's why they put the Shashti
Sir,
inside.
this star is star dhatu. Stapayati star dhatu.
Stha dhatu. Correct.
Sthapaya is not right.
Stapaya is a lot. Yeah.
Sthapayatu, like Sthapaya.
Sthapayatu is probably
Prathama Purusha,
Prathama
Sthapayatu.
Purusha. Sthapaya is Madhyama Purusha. Bagini, correct. Yeah.
Sta dhatu plus nich pratyaya is there in it.
That means you don't stand, you make it stand. So this is what we call transference. Okay. So the transference of his establishment is to the Ratha. Okay. All right. So there are two main verbs in the shlokas above. Accordingly, there are two sentences. No confusion. Aha said, spoke. This is Dvikarmaka Kriya very clearly. They have quoted. That's why 1, 2 is clearly said. So hence there are two karma padas. So remember, the two types of karma padas is how I would read it, guys. Okay. There can be no karma padas. It can be a Dvikarmaka Kriya, and I don't have to say karma pada at all. So sometimes students get confused. If there is no karma pada, it is bhave prayoga, they think. No. Bhave prayoga is not made because of absence of karma pada. Bhave prayoga is made because there cannot be a karma pada, even if you desire. Okay, huge difference between that and actually having it or not. Okay, so Dvikarmaka. More importantly, the two different types of karma padas have to satisfy. You can satisfy the sentence without any karma pada, or with the only one of the types of karma pada, or you can have one of the type of karma pada 100 times in that sentence. 100 as an example, I said. Okay. So for example, Ramaha, Sitam, Lakshmanam, Ravanam, Dhritarashtram, aha. So there is no second type of karma pada. So there is no, the Dvikarmakatva is there. Dharma has not been exercised in the sentence. Only, even though there are 3 or 4 karma padas, none of them belong to the second category. All of them belong to the first category. So you haven't actually yet exploited the Dvikarmakatva of aha. So if you say Ramaha, Sitam, Lakshmanam, Bharatam, Vakyam aha, then the Dvikarmakatva comes. Vakyam stands apart from Rama, Lakshmana, Sita and Bharata. It stands apart. Remember this with Dvikarmakatva. This is not subtly brought out nicely in most places. They just keep talking as if we are getting it all. So I am going to the nitty gritty. Okay. Pravritte Shasta Sampate. Here both words are in Saptami Vibhakti. The expression means when the missiles were about to fall. Missiles, Shastra Sampata, the Patana Kriya, I have called it as missile because it's falling from the sky. Probably it really was like that when you launch so many of those Shastras. It is like this. So this they are going to explain that nicely here. Okay, about the usage of Saptami Vibhakti denotes time and is known as Bhava Lakshana Saptami. Okay, sometimes I look at it as Sati Saptami variant only because conditioned upon that falling like that. Okay, but there is a subtle variation here. Bhava Lakshana Saptami. So let us remember this. There is a new.
Right? So there also it is mentioning time, but during that time,
Mahodaya, something is saturating your mic. We are not understanding much. Can you stay away from the mic and say softly?
सम्प्रसन्निहिते काले नहि नहि रक्षति डुक्रुं करणे अस्ति खलु तत्र एतादृशेव वाक्यं भवति.
Correct. Bhavalakshana. Correct. So something new to remember. Okay. Yeah, you will learn more about this in the coming lessons. For now, it is enough to know the meaning that such a phrase conveys. Okay. All right. Anvaya Rachana. So this is now a easy game. since they have done the sentence break, they have done aha first and then actually no, the aha sentence. Okay, where is it? Okay, let's see. Let's read. Mahipate. This is Sanjay's address to Dhritarashtra. Such a struggle to write the spelling in English. Aha kriyapadam. Kaha aha Pandavaha aha. Kidrishaha Pandavaha. Kapidvajaha Pandavaha. Kam aha Hrishikesham aha. Kim aha idam vakyam aha. It's kind of nice because vakyam fell into the napumsakatva. So it's as if we are asking whom and what. Almost that sense comes in the come and kim, really, if you see. Okay, so but fact is that there is no difference. Kam aha, this can also be kam aha if it is a pullingatva karma pada of the other type. Instead of vakyam, suppose vachaha is there. Vachaha is also similar to vakyam, but vachaha is in pullinga. So vacham aha. It still has to ask kam aha. You cannot explain vacham aha with kim aha. Here because vakyam is napumsaka, nicely they switch to kim aha idam vakyam aha. Don't think that that is trying to ask two different types of karma padas. There is no possibility. Okay. You can only extend in Sanskritam this way. Kam purusham aha and then say kam or kim vachanam aha. Something like that you can say, because aha has a vakya component and a karma target component. So you can only extend it by adding more in the middle. There is no special kriyapada, special question available for like whom and what, as in English. Okay, so remember each language has certain specialities where it is having more vectors available. Sanskrit has more vectors elsewhere. Okay, all right. Kim kritva aha. So drishtva aha astu. Tat kada drishtva atha. So they brought atha drishtva. I mean at this time like that. Okay. Kan drishtva dhartarashtran drishtva. Kidrishan dhartarashtran dhartarashtran. Dhartra I keep saying. Very bad. Dhartarashtran. Kidrishan dhartarashtran. Vyavasthitan dhartarashtran. So arranged. Those who are arranged in the sainya. Vyudam. Punaha kim kritva aha udyamya. So they brought out the other one. I would slightly put a line whenever we are attacking a new lebanta, tvanta, tumnanta, shatranta. Nice to put a thin line there. Okay, otherwise we won't be able to distinguish the sets. Okay, so udyamya, kim udyamya, danuhu udyama, that finishes that class. Thin line. Kada aha, tada atha pravritte. Okay, it almost goes back to aha there. So they have brought this atha again into the picture. So when this happened like that, in that sense, atha pravritte, when this happened, what kasmin pravritte in the possibility of what happening, shastra sampate, like that, and then they put the whole tab and put the second sentence in the second. But for me, even these clauses actually deserve a slight tab. So there is a subtle tab, and then this is actually a hard line, and the second sentence is a quote under that. You can put a larger tab and put it. That's right. Look at what they have shown as a suggestion where you can further improve how you indicate this question stack. But this table also is now giving better sense sometimes than this. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, so this is a beautiful painting of someone. Oh, what's a divine painting. Again, it has got a little bit of Western style in it. Anyway, you see, he all the picture of the Kurukshetra is coming into his heart. how technically detailed this painting is, and then he is with his Namra Bhava sitting below, telling Dhritarashtra, who looks worried about the possibility of the war for his son. And like a true king, he's still holding the Shastra, though he's unable to go and do the war. And how beautifully his blindness has been brought out is amazing. Keeping the eyes, the blindness has been brought out. Anyway, Dhritarashtra.
1 minute, please. What about adverbs? How do we deal with adverbs?
Adverbs are also Visheshanas in Sanskrit.
Visheshana. So we just ask questions.
Just katam gacchati, shigram gacchati. Like this, you extract them. Okay.
The words, yeah, the questionings I was asking.
Yeah, katam, like that.
Okay.
How?
Kidrisham also, no, Mahodaya.
Kidrisham. Kidrisham usually goes with as a visheshana for a nama. Kidrisham pustakam, something like that. Katham little bit goes with kriya. Okay.
Okay.
Then this another beautiful. If you see in the intermediate ages, no, not very ancient times, when new manuscript copies were made, you know, they used to include inserts of paintings in them. So this is from one such potentially manuscript cover or some binding or something like that. I just love this. Again, this shows Sanjaya sitting in front of Dhritarashtra, who is being, helped to something, and explaining to him. Though Dhritarashtra is shown like Akbar, I don't know whether this style is borrowed from Mughal style of painting their Badshahs. It looks like that. So this is more recent
There you
time.
stole my mind, actually.
He looks like Akbar.
Yeah. Mughalai Raja only he looks that painting actually. नीचे बीरबल बैठा है जैसा.
Yeah, funny. Anyway. Okay. So we move on. Sandayaha, Visarga Sandihi. We have seen this so much, this is a cakewalk really. A Visarga. Now we just have to know what rule, under what condition we do what. That's all. We know all the Sandhis. Utva, Lopa, Rutva, Sattva. We have seen the Chutva of the Sattva also. So we just need to know, okay, this is now I know this is under condition. You cannot put anything anywhere. There are clear rules for what can go where. So we will one by one learn them. Unfortunately, it could all have been taught in one shot, but they don't want to make it too heavy for you guys. So they spread it 6, 7, 8 and all will teach all that. Okay. A visarga followed by a vowel or a consonant undergoes a change. Nothing much. There, a whole world is included. Or a consonant. It's funny the way they said it. Okay, this is known as Visarga Sandhi. Okay, all they said is at the end of a sentence, when it is not followed by a vowel or a consonant, there is no Sandhi. It has to keep its Visargatva. That's what I read into this sentence. Okay, all right. There are 4 kinds of Visarga Sandhi. Visarga is replaced by Ukara. Visarga elides. Elision means lopa or deletion. Deletion. This is what you call sophisticated Shastriya grammarian word for deletion. What we know in Loka. Okay. So like elopement, like that. We know elopement very well. So remember that from that elide. Visarga is replaced by repa. Not refa. Don't call it refa. It's repa. Repa. And last one is Visarga is replaced by Sakara. Okay, so I in the brackets call it as Visarga Utvam, Visarga Lopaha, Visarga Rutvam, Visarga Sattvam. Like that we can call it roughly. These are all the you can say the Adesha. Funnily, in Sanskritam, not funnily, it's beautifully actually. Even a Lopa is called an Adesha. So a Lopa is a Shatru in a sense in grammar. In the place of the existing, the null or the abhava comes. So we say the grammarian is saying abhava is coming and sitting in place of what it existed. He's not saying something got deleted. He's saying abhava came and took its place. So that's what is lopa. It's a funny way, and in fact this is the brilliance of our shastra thinking. In Nyaya, Vaisheshika and all that, abhava is a vastu. Okay, Indians were very good in thinking long ago that absence is a thing. It is not to be, one should not wonder, a part is a thing, non-existence of a part is also a thing. Okay, beautifully they argue that out and they make it mathematical. So when they make it mathematical like that, this 0 is a number is established as early as that. Okay, that shunya is actually a vastu has been established with saying abhava is a vastu. Okay, it's a very important vastu in their shastra. Okay, rule 1. Visarga is replaced by ukara. So adya ramopi agatavan. Ramo api na. Ramopi. There is no explicit avarna to be pronounced. Ramaha api visarga vibhajanam. That api comes back after the vibhakti break. All right. So there are two sandhis there. Okay. Utva followed by purva rupa. See, if there is a hrisva akara, which is the first letter of after the utva, then you can do purva rupa. That's what. Vatsa balosi tvam balaha asi tvam. Okay. Hey Vatsa, hey son. This Vatsa is more like hey beta. Hey beti, that type almost. Okay. Hey beti, आप तो शिशु है, like that, almost in that sense. देवो अवतु देवोवतु सर्वान्, देवोवतु सर्वान्, देवः अवतु सर्वान्. Okay, avatu, rakshatu, patu, this kind of thing. Dhaniko gachat swagramam. Dhanikah swagramam agachat. The moneyed man went back to his village. Janaihi dharmopalyata. Janaihi dharmaha apalyata. Apalyata. So there is this is a atmanepadi dhatu. Apalyata. So it's in karmani. That's why yakara. Okay. So palyate, karmani of lat, goes to apalyata in langa. Okay. Dharmaha apalyata. By the people, the dharma is maintained or followed, like that. Bhalo dhavati vegena. There is no purva rupa because this is a no more as hrisva akara. So this is this is remaining as is. Balo definitely goes from balaha. So only visarga utva is there. Balaha dhavati vegena. Deliberately they have brought in some kriyapadas upstairs to help the cause. Okay, that's all. So balaha vegena dhavati would be the original thing. Sevako vastuni anayat. So sevakah vastuni anayat. Sorry, huge difference between anayat. So sevakah, the many things, the worker, the many things he took. Past tense lang nayati becomes anayat. Okay, there is no bringing action, there is taking action only. Okay. Adhyapakah geetam pathayati. Adhyapako geetam pathayati. Again a utva. Okay. Teacher teaches a song. Adya ashtamo dinankah. Today is 8th day. Ashtamaha dinankah, ashtamo dinankah. Visargasya akaro bhavati. Of the visarga akarah. Visargasya akarah kada bhavati. न जानामि एतस्य सत्यम् असत्यं न प्रश्नं कुर्मः तद् अस्ति वा एवं विसर्गस्य आकारभवनम् इति न जानामि ओकारो भवति इति स्यात् तत्र उकारो भवति इति स्यात् तत्र प्रायः विसर्गस्य उकारो भवति इति दातव्यम् आसीत् तैः विसर्गस्य उकारो भवति उकारः भवति बट द फोकस इज ऑन दिस रो उकारः उकारो ओके Somebody is having some idea about why akara can happen for visarga?
No, it's a typo, sir. I checked.
Oh, Kannada. You have the Kannada book?
No, I checked with somebody before.
Oh, okay.
In Kannada also it's the same, Mahodaya. Visargasya akaro bhavati.
Mistake. Actually, see, look, it's not a mistake. Okay. In the sense, it is saying something that is not reality of Sanskritam. That's all. That's our only question. The sentence has nothing wrong. As a sentence, it's not wrong.
It should have been Visarga becomes Ukara.
Correct. Ukaraha bhavati. Instead of U, the typo is A. Correct.
Instead of Asya, right? Visargo, Visargaha, Ukaraha bhavati. So Visargo, Ukaro bhavati.
Just like they said in English here. In the example, so Visarga is replaced by the letter U. Visargasya Utvam. Okay. Visarga is that is preceded by a hrisva akara. So these are the conditions. Now we are coming to the, what we say in English, the meat of the problem. Okay, so not the problem, at least meat of the solution. Hrisva akara has to be there before the visarga, not so much noticed by us, right? See, Ramaha, hrisva akara, aha. Here also aha, here also aha. Dhanikaha aha, dharmaha aha, balaha aha. So you cannot have a aha, ye he, and all that taking this sandhi. Okay, straight away, if the swara that is preceding the visarga, please, always there is a swara preceding the visarga. Visarga cannot occur next to a vyanjana. Remember that. Because in balaha, there is b, a, l, a, h. Don't think there is a aha. There is nothing like aha as one letter. Only in our nursery we learn like that. Okay. There is a and h. That's how we should remember. So b, a, l, a, h. These are the letters. How many letters? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 letters are there in balaha. five atomic letters. I would not like to call it letters. 5 atomic letters. But finally there are 2 compound letters, ba and laha. Excuse me.
Mahodaya, it's a like what I feel is visargasya lopaha. Can we call that visargasya akaro bhavati?
No.
Na. Okay.
Akara doesn't mean lopa. It
Okay.
means the sound of is akara.
Okay.
I know where you're coming from. I like I like the thinking you put in, because if vikara is modification, maybe akara is nullification. Not a bad idea, but I don't think that is that. I just love what you think. How you come up with this. So she put a nai there. She said na kara akara. Actually, come on, na kara akara. It's a correct application of nai. I'll have to ask the experts, madam. I can't laugh off. You have opened up some big deal, actually.
I just tukka mara. I don't have any support, Mahodaya.
No.
Why
Correct. Thinking is
can it
correct.
be a typo in the book?
No,
I
it
was
can be a
just
thinking. It can be a good thinking. Whether akara is actually null is possible is a good thinking. In Paninian grammar, if you add nai to kara, it's a type of vibhakti. It's a type of samasa actually. Nai samasa, where it's a nitya samasa. You cannot do anitya samasa with kara. You cannot separate out kara other than technically in the grammarian's brain as na kara. Okay. Anyway.
Kshamatam Mahodaya.
Uh,
There is ukara in the above examples. Ukara.
Oh, very good. That will be answered. That will be answered now. We are talking around the subject so much. No doubt you got what is this teacher teaching? He's not teaching how sandhi is happening. Okay, relax. Okay, a visarga which is preceded by a hrisva akara and followed by either a hrisva akara or a mridu vyanjana. So this pink thing, whatever, the pink thing is a precondition. Condition before the visarga, hrisva akara. This is a post condition. Okay, hrisva akara or a mridu vyanjana should be there after the visarga. Okay, so this is the saptami condition. Okay, that's why it's called in our grammar sentence. It is a saptami condition. That is a panchami condition. We call it anyway. Then only the visarga is replaced by ukara. Okay, with those 2 conditions. One is having alternative, can be a hrisva akara or a mridu vyanjana. So e, u, r, all of them don't qualify. They all discount the possibility of a utva happening. Moment it is not a hrisva akara or a mridu vyanjana. What are mridu vyanjanas? 3rd column, 4th column, 5th column of organized vyanjanas. That is ga column. Okay, gha column and ng column. Ga column, gh column and ng column. Those columns are 15 mrudu vyanjanas. Added to them is ya, ra, la, va, ha. In fact, if you go back to our good old Maheshwara Sutra table, this is called the Hash Varna. Hash being, in English, soft. So Hash Varnas, these are Hash Varnas. So what is Hash in Maheshwara Sutra? Haya Varat, Lan, Yamagananam, Jabhai, Ghadadash. That much. If you stack all the letters, that will be this Mrudu Vyanjanas, including Yaralavaha. Okay, all right. That's why grammarians love Maheshwara Sutra, because otherwise you'll have to explain this with so many letters in the Sutra. So changes to Ukara. All right. So now Mahodaya asks, guys, you guys are rolling on and on about all the condition. Where is the U? I'm not seeing any U anywhere. Everywhere O is there. What are you saying about U? That's the answer here. Okay, next slowly. Udaharanam Ramaha api, Rama hu api. So the visarga is replaced by U. Rama plus U plus api comes up. The A plus U Guna Sandhi takes place. That is this green highlight. So Rama plus U, it is so intimate, it absorbs into the, because it's two swaras stacked together, right? So Ramo, first actually, because this Visarga was associated with Rama. So his first chemistry, if you want to call it, is with Rama. So the Akara of Rama and the Ukara, which is the enemy of Visarga, to use grammarian's description, they have a chemistry. So Ramo they will make. What is that chemistry? It is called Gunasandhi chemistry. So A plus U, O. Primary table lookup, right? A, U, O. Gunasandhi takes place. Ramo is only heard. Because the U can occur only if there is a Hrisva Akara, a Okara is guaranteed as the result of this Utva. So we keep calling it Utva, Utva, Utva. In the end, it is Otva, Otva, Otva. But you cannot write like that because it's grammatically incorrect to say that. Because Utva happens and then Gunasandhi happens is how grammarians are not, don't want to, they want to go through the sutras, every sutra. So that's why it happens. Okay. Purva Rupa Sandhi takes place if we get a Hrisva Akara. If you remember in the post condition, there are two possibilities, a Hrisva Akara or a Mrudu Vyanjana. A Mrudu Vyanjana, there is no Purva Rupa. If there is a Hrisva Akara, there is Purva Rupa. Okay. Now a Purva Rupa Sandhi takes place and we get the one Ramopi with the elided Akara also. Similarly, in the Balopi, Devato, etc., 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 should be split. Next, they give with the Mrudu Vyanjana example, where the Guna happens, but after that it stops. Okay. And generally, we don't remove the Avasana. For this Sandhi, we don't remove the Avasana. We keep the Avasana. In the written form, right, guys? This is all in the written world. We keep the Avasana or the space. So, Balaha Davati, Balah Davati, Bala U Davati, Balo Davati. The form after Gunasandhi. Similarly, Sevako Vastuni, etc. are described. Okay. Time for us to see some more examples before we jump into join the monkey and do the exercises. Some more examples. Moksha, I miss my hometown a lot. In Mysuru, in my home, I used to feed monkeys every day. They would come routinely at a certain time because my mother used to prepare food for them and give. So I miss them badly. Moksha asti, mokshosti. So aha and a, so both sandhis, utva and guna. We cannot call it just utva, we have to call it visarga sandhi utva in brackets. Yuyudanaha virataha, yuyudano virataha. There is no gunas, there is no purva rupa, only guna sandhi after the visargal replacement with u. Tumulaha abavat, again there is a scope for purva rupa. Tumulo bhavat. Kunti putraha yudhishthiraha, again there is no chance for purva rupa, so putro. Kunti putro yudhishthiraha. Yakara belongs to the set of Mrudu Vyanjana. Remember, yavarala, this one. Yaralavaha, ha also belongs, strangely. Hai sometimes sits with Mridu Vyanjana, sometimes behaves like a Karkasha. It's a weird guy. Anyway, that's why it even appears twice in the Maheshwara Sutra. Okay. Drishtudhyumnah Viratah. Drishtadhyumnah, not Drishtudhyumnah. Drishtadhyumnah Viratah. Drishtadhyumno Viratah. Oh, this comes in the previous missed sutra, the missed verse from the Bhagavad Gita. Drupadah Draupadeyaha. Drupadah Draupadeyaha. Drupado Draupadeyaha. So again, Dakara. So Mridu Vyanjana. Ghoshah Dhartarashtranam. Oh, this time I got it right. So Gosho Dhartarashtranam. Okay. Hrishikeshah Devadattam. Hrishikesho Devadattam. Again Dakara. So the first couple here, Mokshosti Ludot, had the Akara. So there was a Purva Rupa, others are all Mridu Vyanjanas. All the examples above are chosen from Bhagavad Gita. Yes, thank you. The same method is followed in the coming lessons too. Oh, we had not noticed actually. Maybe only from now on they are doing that. Okay. These clearly are all from Bhagavad Gita. Okay, guys. So like I have put in the picture here, easy. Huh.
I have a basic question. So is Visarga Sandhi optional?
Sandhi eva vaktuh vivaksha. There is no nityatva. Unless there are some cases where if the Visarga comes in between and a Sandhi Karya is forced because it is part of somewhere like that, some Prakriya somewhere, it can already come in its converted form. But at a sentence level, right? At a sentence level, in fact, in Paniniya Prakriya, Visarga is not a participant naturally. It is a derived from other letters in Paniniya Prakriya. So typically it appears at the end of the Utpatti generally. So you can say more or less it appears at the sentence level always. Okay. So yes, Sandhya is your Vivaksha. So nothing wrong if you write Yuyudanaha space Virataha. Nobody is going to rap your knuckles. But if you are a Kavi, and it is not appreciated much that you are not even knowing how to do Vriddhi Sandhi, Guna Sandhi, etc. So you have to put your effort. Okay. Devaha Asti. Very easy. Not much point in I asking you guys to unmute and make the effort. Devosti. So with the Purva Rupa. So the next one you say, is Purva Rupa there or not? Yes or no? Yes, is Purva Rupa is there. Is it there?
Yes.
Yes. Very good. Sanjayo Avadat. None of us are confused that Okara will not happen. So there is no point in me asking you to pronounce that. So one exercise can be, can Purva Rupa occur or not? Okay. In the case of Purva Rupa occurring, removing the Avasana or keeping the Avasana is again your Vivaksha. Okay. Yeah. Nripaha apalayat. Purva Rupa is there?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Pratamaha ankaha.
Yes.
Tritiyaha adhyayaha.
Yes.
Dharmaha rakshati.
No.
Dharmo rakshati. Here normally what we do, at least what I do, I have to cross check if this is the case in a lot of commercial examples. I necessarily don't bother with an avasana when there is an elided akara like this. Okay. So but you can keep it. For example, here you see here clearly there is lot more space than what is normally due to the font. But you see this the font also influences a lot in whether it looks like a deliberate avasana or is it just because this avagraha chinna doesn't have a headline, right? So I can't even conclude whether Sanskrit Bharati has inserted a space or not, because here you see there is a kind of space around both portions. It's all due to font. Okay. So very difficult to conclude there. But anyway, I don't bother. Okay. You can put an avasana and then the elided, basically the indicator of the elision, which is the avagraha. Okay. Dharmo rakshati, we got that. Avakashah diyate?
No.
No. Avakasho diyate. Ramah harihi?
No.
No. Ramo harihi. Stitah dharmarajah?
No.
You can stay unmuted, Bhagini. You have been given the right by the whole group to answer on their behalf. Stito dharmarajah.
No.
Okay. Uttamah balakah?
No.
No, Uttamo Balakah. So we got a few examples in the beginning. They didn't even spread it around. So not much of trouble for us. So with that easy peasy section, we have little more challenging ones. Cannot be too challenging this Sandhi. One of the easier Sandhis. Point out the three Sandhis, Ukara, Guna and Purvarupa. See what we did here. They are now actually making it little intricate. Okay, as you have done in Ramopi. So here there is a little bit of work for us. It's not like I can orally ask you to answer much, but so you have to do the individual splits, like so you put deva and then you put aha, visarga, and then avatu, and then show the visarga changing to u. Then here they have not even bothered to show the visarga. They straight away done the first replacement, then collapsing of that replacement into a guna with the akara, then the purva rupa as the last act. I think they have removed the avasana. If you see, there is a lot of space here and almost only the headline difference there. So they have removed the avasana. That's my conclusion, like me. In my font, it is much better. It's very close. Okay. So again, guys, not too much here. So let us kind of move on. So Deva u avatu, Devo avatu asti. I am doing more magic here than the Pustaka intended. So this should have been avatu. Okay, and then Devo avatu. Something has happened to my keyboard. I got it right. So not much fun this exercise. I think you guys will crack it easily. So I
So
just
you talked of the monkey has come there.
Akshara kapihi. Actually, I say mudra kapihi. Mudra rakshasa type mudra kapihi. Okay. Devah asti. Oh, I now got you, Mahodaya. Brilliant, brilliant. Now I got you even better. Sakshat हनुमान आगतवान् इति भवान् उक्तवान्. देवः अवतु इति मया लिखितम्. देवः अस्ति इत्येव लिखितम्. Thank you. Taruno api, again a game. Taruna u api, Taruno, Raruno api. I have a lot of errors to correct. Forget it. Taruno api. Then ito aparas apasara. Itaha apasara. See, this is in lot. It is interesting to see the other things. This is, see, avatu. May he come, like that. So these are all different than lat, which we usually encounter a lot. So itaha apasara, remove it from here, something like that, or go away from here, something like that. Ita u apasara, ito apasara, ito apasara. Pandito bhavat, panditaha abhavat. Okay. Then balo paraha. So if they give only visarga sandhi in the exam, we will also become panditas. Bala. Huh?
Balaha aparaha.
Balaha aparaha. Okay. So with that we have done the Utva. Beautiful. So we have Laukika Nyaya, Sangraha Vishaya, etc. We have a lot. So we'll take probably first 15 minutes or so of the next class. Maybe we can do this Sangrahya Vishaya and get away with it, and then move forward with a little more left for the next class to close out lesson 6. Our progress with lesson 6 has been very good. I only am guilty of spending too much time laughing at things. I apologize for that. Sangrahya Vishayaha, collectible news of the yesteryears. Shloka to be recited in the evening before going to sleep. We used to say this, right? Ramam Skandam Hanumantam Vainateyam Prikodaram शयने यः स्मरेन् नित्यं दुःस्वप्नस्तस्य नश्यति. Mahodaya?
So there is a Lokik Nyaya before Sangraha Vishya in the book.
Oh, I skipped. Sorry. So we will do the Laukik Nyaya. After remembering about Dusapna, we'll do the Laukik Nyaya. So these are two nice ones, right? One. Mahodaya, what was the thing?
I was suggesting we can read it also because it's just in English. There's nothing for you.
Beginning, you are going to help us read it. Say in Kannada there is a Gade, we call it, right? Madhuviyako Brahmana andre neene nan hendati.
She was saying that we can read it ourselves.
I know, that's why I'm making her read it for us. You can retire, sir. It is done. She is going to read for us and we'll close out. Bhagini, read it.
Sir, we can read it on our own. It's so simple.
Okay, I will read it off quickly and we'll close out. Laukika Nyaya. Arundhati Pradarshana Nyaya. So during the wedding, the bride is shown the star Arundhati. Arundhati is a small star beside Vashishta in the Sapta Rishi Mandala. Few days ago we were arguing who was whose wife. Now it's very clear. Vasishta's wife is Arundhati. Okay, Sapta Rishi Mandala. So they point to the Vasishta star, which is big and noticeable. This is the Big Ben, what we call the Big Ben in English. First, and then show the small one by its side as Arundhati. Thus, a teacher teaches what is easy for a student to grasp first, and then proceeds to a more difficult subject. For example, while pointing to a distant place on the world map, the same procedure is followed. This is more physical. This can be even more subtle, right? So to explain, for example, evaporation, you first need to explain perhaps what is solid, what is liquid, what is air, and things like that, and then go slowly. Okay, so that way.
During our marriage, our marriage, after the rituals, the priest will ask, Arundhati Partha, it means, have you seen Arundhati star in the afternoon?
And as if we are looking at it, we will stupidly look at the sky. Yeah. Actually, early days, the marriages used to happen in the evenings. I don't know when it shifted to daytime in the south. North still has the evening hours. So they can do this Arundhati Pradarshana very nicely, if it is indeed in the sky at that time. Yeah. Good. Gaddarika Pravaha Nyaya. Okay. Gaddarika is a flock of sheep. What a beautiful name, Gaddarika. Okay. Sheep always move in a group. If the sheep in front falls into a pit, then someone behind it also is sure to fall. This maxim is quoted when a person blindly copies another and ends up in trouble. Okay. Actually, this flock of sheep is a standard phrase even in English. So Gaddarika Pravaha Nyaya.
Herd mentality.
Herd mentality. Very correct.
This is applicable in engineering. When you GT the sheets, one person makes the mistake and everybody takes the mistake. That is applicable here.
They are copying the wrong answers. Yeah.
Same mistake gets repeated.
Sir, actually, if somebody is able to distinguish that the answer is wrong, he deserves a PhD in India. Because
I was remembering all these things. This reminded me of that, my engineering days.
So you guys were all Gaddarika Nyayavartina. Gaddarika Pravaha Nyayavartina.
This is mostly civil engineering.
Oh yeah. I know, sir. But I remember whatever you draw, you don't get marks. That's all I remember. Oh, okay. So we will start and conclude with this in the next class. So have a nice balanced weekend and good rigorous week, and come back with vigor. Next weekend we will finish off the 6th and plow on to the 7th. Okay. All right. Have a nice evening.
Dhanyawad sir.
Dhanyawad.
Dhanyawadaha. Namas sarvebhyah.
Dhanyawad.